Hello and welcome you all. First of all, thank you everyone that you have agreed and spent some time with us. Okay, hope this particular session will be clear and helpful for you. And we believe that this will be able to address all your doubts, any concept that you are requiring to before decide that whether you have to enroll for this particular course and what sort of benefit that you will be drawing from this particular course. Okay, so guys, we will be going very step by step. Okay, and I just want you to please, if you have any doubts, queries on question, please make a note of that. And in the end of the session, I will be taking up an open session where I will be addressing your queries. Okay. So guys, first of all, like we will be talking about more in terms of a FAQ about this particular course. So talking about this particular course, guys, this particular course is Oracle Fusion Technical course, and this also include OIC. So both of these two courses that we are going to cover up. Okay. When we are going to cover, guys, as part of this particular training program or any of the training program, if you as a student that you wish to enroll, there are certain questions that must need to be addressed and have to be in your mind that you need to be clear. Like what is this course about? When is going to happen? Who's going to take this particular course? Why you are going to join with Triotech? What this particular course is? Why this particular course only that you will look into for, right? What are the benefits that you're going to draw from this particular course, this particular subject? What are the advantages, disadvantages about this particular course? How long this course will last? Okay, and what are the things that you are going to get from us as part of an enrollment program? How long, what will be the tenure of that particular thing? Like whether you will be getting an access for one particular thing for 1 month, 2 month, lifetime access, or what all those sort of things. Okay, so guys, to answer these particular questions, these are the very basic thing that you must need to be aware of before you need to get yourself prepared to enroll into some sort of learning methodology, before you start investing your time, energy, and efforts as well as money to learn some sort of technology. Okay, so guys, as we said that, okay, this particular course is Oracle Fusion Technical course. What is Oracle? Oracle is a company. Fusion is the tool offered by a company. In that particular tool, whatever the technicalities of that particular tool, what are the sub tools, what are the different concept of the being as a technical person, that we are going to cover in this. Okay, in addition to that, there is an additional tool that has been offered by Oracle that is called OIC. We are going to cover that particular course tools discussions about these two particular tools end to end. Guys, this is very important to know that, okay, this is almost 95%. 95% is practical hands-on session. Everything is hands-on. Whatever apart from 95, this course may conduct 120%. So that 25% may be the theoretical concept that we are covering. That is an add-on that we are going to discuss and explain so that your skills and your concept will be clear. But this particular training is a hands-on training. Everything will be demonstrated on a system during the live classes. Okay, I hope that will be clear to everyone. Talking about this particular course, this course is going to be conducted Monday to Saturday evening, 8:30 p.m. IST to 9:30 p.m. IST. This will be an online course, no physical classes. You are not supposed to attend any institute or anything. Everything is online. Okay, talking about, guys, why you are supposed to take this particular course, why you're choosing Fusion only as a tool. So guys, Fusion is a very renowned software. Oracle is a renowned company, almost 4 to 5 decade old company that is into the ERP softwares. Okay, and the latest tool that is Oracle is offering, that is Fusion. It is there for now almost 10 plus years, and it will be going to be there in market for an ERP software for next 20-30 years at least. The previous version of the Oracle is still running and they are still available, and recently the news has came, the previous software that has been offered by Oracle that we used to call as EBS, there is one software Oracle has confirmed that they are going to provide the extended support for this previous version, the old software itself, till 2036. So you understand that the previous software itself, Oracle is providing a support till 2036, and this is the latest software. So what is the market and what is the expectation from the Oracle side? There will be huge job opportunities if you learn and become a Fusion tech. So guys, there are large opportunities. It's a global tool. It is available all across the globe. You want to shift to UK, US, Canada, France, Germany, and you go and work with any of the bigger organization, most of the companies are using Oracle Fusion. So it gives you an opportunity to travel abroad. It is very much high in demand, guys. The salary of a consultant who is a Fusion consultant or ERP consultant is not just merely like Java or .NET developer or a website developer. It's an high-end consulting job experience and higher pay packages also. Okay. There's this particular course, this ERP softwares, if you have becoming not only the Fusion or Oracle, but any of the ERP tool, if you learned about it, the career into that is a recession free. I am already into running my 20th year. I have never switched any domain. I have never switched any software. Last 20 years, I am working into Oracle only. Okay. The reason is Oracle is an ocean of technology. Lot of new things keep coming up into Oracle. You never get bored and you have to keep learning. You have to keep exploring the things if you wish to. If you does not want to learn, you know 5 things which are always there. You keep yourself skilled into 5 things and those 5 things will serve you next 20 years. No issues. Okay. So it's up to the individual choice. In addition to that, guys, it has a very large client base. The clients are not like small industry or small company or small shop where you are going to implement this software. Every topmost companies like Emirates Airlines, okay, like Indigo Airlines, like the different sort of banks like HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, Tata, Adani Group, okay, different sort of bigger organizations are using this software. So once the opportunity, once you being a Fusion consultants, you will be working with some bigger clients, bigger sort of companies that you will be hired for. Okay. Sector or industry, guys, this is a global tool that can be used across sector, be it it's an hospitality industry, it may be research organization, it may be the you can say research institutes, it may be some sort of like business manufacturing companies, different companies might be there. All those companies might be able to use this software. So the purpose that this will be going to give you very large scope of work opportunities. That's the reason that we should need to opt in. Not only with Fusion, we should need to opt in to become an ERP consultant. Okay. Talking about, guys, why you will be opting up this particular course with our call institute. The reason is that you can go and check our reviews. We have a larger review base. We have trained almost 20K plus students, and you can say 90 to 95% of the students that we have trained, they have already been placed, or their objective to meet a higher promotions or switch their domain or everything has been achieved. Okay. We have been regularly conducting a batches. So almost 1000 plus batches we have completed. Okay. We have best in class trainers. We have a high placement ratio. Okay, most of the students who has been getting trained, they will be sending our reviews and their feedback in a positive mode that they have been getting placed, they get promoted, they get hike into their current CTC. Okay, guys, everything is a real time and everything is like 100% sort of practical driven training methodology that we are following. So you does not need to come in the end of the day that, okay, tell us the project or what are the interview questions or anything. Everything is a hardcore real-time project related work that we are going to work. Okay. Guys, since we have trained so many of students and these students have been working into multiple multinational companies, we are a trained and renowned organization in terms of providing a trained skilled professional. That is the reason lot of bigger companies has already associated with us, and they are directly relying on us and asking us to share the biodatas of our trained students. So we have a good network to get you placed into various organizations. So guys, this is the brief that, okay, what you are going to learn, why you are going to learn, and why you are supposed to learn and choose our services. Okay. Now, guys, the next thing that is very important, course is very good and what we are going to get and why we are supposed to choose to learn from our institute. But who's going to train? What is his skill set? Whether he is qualified to train us, whether he is good enough to get us thoroughly, make us understand and learn those particular concepts. So guys, it is very important that you should be having a familiarity that who's going to be your trainer. So guys, myself, Fusion, I have done my BE Tech. I'm also already having 18 years of corporate experience. I'm training for last 12 to 15 years. This is my email address. Generally, we are never used to allowed to share our personal email address and WhatsApp details. But over the period of time, since I am conducting the trainings, I got to know that students are more comfortable to have a one-on-one or direct interaction with the trainer. That is the purpose. First time I'm revealing my WhatsApp in email to the group. Okay, guys, in case you have any doubts or anything that you need to clarify, please you can ping me, send me the message. It may be delayed, but I am going to respond back to you. Okay. Guys, the methodology that we are going to follow is learn together, grow together. The kind of association is not going to be limited only for this particular course. We believe into having a like professional conduct and professional sort of relationship. We will be maintaining. It's up to you how long you want to sustain and be in touch. We are always happy to respond back and review and support you into your current jobs or your career aspirations. Okay. Guys, talking about this, my current role is I'm working as an Oracle ERP architect. The some of the major companies that I have worked with, that is, I have been with TCS, Oracle, GE, okay, and talk about the project that I handled during the course of training that you are going to learn, that various projects of kind of projects that I have worked upon based on my exposure and the way that we are going to learn. Guys, this particular course that we are going to cover, this called Fusion Technical Training. Fusion Technical Training does not mean that we are going to build some software, build some website or something. The software is already there. In that software, somebody has to use different software, different sort of features. Like suppose if I tell you that, okay, you are supposed to learn Microsoft Excel. So we are not going to build the Excel, but using this software as Excel, you should be learning what is file, what is home, what is insert, how to bold, how to cut, how to paste, how to do different sort of things. That is the way that we are going to learn from the Fusion technical perspective also. Okay, guys, you might have heard about that. Okay, some softwares are a cloud-based software or on-premises software. We will be covering and discussing what are cloud-based software, what are on-premises software. And somebody, if you might have attended some other demos or something, some might be aware that, okay, it's a no coding platform. No, guys, there is a coding required, but very minimal coding is required. If you does not have any IT background, if you does not have any coding background, we will make you through sail through this thing, because we are conducting everything from scratch. All the basic fundamentals we are covering into this particular course training. Okay, but the main, I request each one of you to go through and search something called low code, no code platform. The keyword is no code, low code platform. Okay. No code, low code platform means, guys, that we are not supposed to actually write the code, but there are certain softwares that software will write a code for us based on either we are supposed to be provided some sort of properties. Like suppose I want to make it bold. If I want to make it bold, I am not supposed to write the code, but there is a property. Select this cell and click onto this B. Okay. Definitely, guys, once I click onto this B, maybe some code has been written internally that will execute and make these things as bold. That is called that. Based on these three things, either there is certain properties are there or certain sort of wizards are there. Like if I want to do something, it will ask me some questions and it will give me some options. I will set those options, and accordingly the properties will be set accordingly. And in backend there may be some code written. Okay, who's writing that code? Oracle, being kind enough, they have built these softwares in such a way that we will be only exposed some sort of UI, some forms, some sort of properties window, some sort of wizards, or it will ask us certain questions. Once we answer those questions, based on the answers of those questions, some sort of code will be getting generated. That is called low code, no code of platform. In addition to that, guys, there is something called drag and drop. Drag and drop means that, okay, instead of writing the code, there may be certain things that you're dragging and dropping. Based on that, those features will be automatically available and the code might have been getting generated. Okay, I believe that is clear. You don't have any doubts that, okay, whether this particular training is for without or this does require any coding. Yes, it is no code, low code sort of platform, but this also requires some sort of coding, and we will be covering that. If you don't know any ABC of the coding, then also we are going to cover that. Okay. Guys, regarding the offering, that what you are going to get once you get enrolled with us, guys, you are going to have a live training sessions. Daily, we are going to connect and have a 1 hour session. The session recorded videos will be uploaded onto our e-learning portal. We have our own e-learning portal for which you will be getting a lifetime access, guys. Your videos will be always with you, secure. You can always go and refer to those particular training videos, lifetime access. Okay, guys, all the training documents that we have prepared, that will be having a lifetime access. All the PPTs, all the PDF, that will be lifetime access. In addition to that, guys, what and why and how we are going to share this. Once you get enrolled, you will be getting all these details. Our admin will create an account for you and drop a mail, sending and sharing details. Since we are learning this, what sort of instance you will get, guys? Fusion instance, you will get 5 months access. OIC instance, you will get 2 months access. In addition to that, these additional delighters we will be providing. Anyone who's interested for some freelancing opportunity, internship, any sort of mock interviews, every weekend we are going to conduct mock interviews at our Hyderabad schedule a call, and mock interviews will be 15 years experience will be shared, guys, based on your learning, based on your expertise, based on your understanding. We request you to prepare your sample resume, share with the team. They will conduct a mock interview. You will get where you are standing, and you will be getting a instant feedback. Accordingly, you will revise your sample resume, and then we will assist you with any job opportunity, freelancing opportunity, or any sort of internship. Okay, guys, we will be providing you the Fusion access. Fusion access will, in terms of some URL, username, password, same way OIC instance will be provided. In the initial 1 month, we will be majorly focusing on to Fusion as a subject area. Okay, so there is no point that you should be getting OIC. Once we start the OIC, at that time OIC will be provided. Okay, OIC will be provided, and in addition to that, OIC instance is very costlier instance, guys, but this will be also provided for you as part of this particular training program, free of cost for 2 months. Okay, guys, one special offer is going on. In case by end of this particular session, if today before we start the batch tomorrow, if you get yourself enrolled today itself, there will be an early bird offer is also going to be offered by our admin team. They can brief you more about that. There will be a 7 month access. Instead of 5 months access, you will be provided 7 month access, and plus 2K additional discount will be offered to you, guys. Okay, whatever the training course, in that 2K discount will be offered and 7 month access will be provided. Okay, hope that is clear. Moving ahead, guys, what are the prerequisites as a student, as a participant? Is there any prerequisite? Guys, there is no technical knowledge required, no programming knowledge required, no domain knowledge required, no prior experience required. Any foundation which is required, we are going to provide that foundation. Okay, guys, you may be from these of two categories, whether you're a fresher who's an IT background and non-IT background, or experienced who's an IT background or non-IT background. Guys, this course has been designed and conducted in such a way that it is going to cover for all the participants, whether you're a fresher or experienced, whether you're an IT graduate or non-IT graduate. Okay, guys, if you're a fresher, what you want, why you want to conduct the course or attend any training? Mostly to upgrade your skills, or to prepare for your some placement opportunity, or to seek some internship opportunity. Okay, we will be assisting you and make you skilled to get clear any job opportunity, or to get into some sort of internship, or you will be provided with some sort of really useful trained skilled sort of certification, sort of preparation, and the real-time experience, so that you can claim those things. Okay, in addition to that, guys, as an IT experienced person or non-IT person, what you are supposed to look for? You want to look for some promotion, you want to change the domain, you want more hike, you want to change your from non-IT to IT, or IT to you want to get to change your domain and all that, all you will be getting as part of this particular training. You will be skilled and you will be trained in such matter that your target that you have dream of should be achievable. Okay, hope that will be clear, guys. Guys, in addition to that, as part of this particular training curriculum, as we said that, okay, there has been so many sort of softwares and trainings that we are going to do. There may be small softwares, big software, challenging softwares, easy software, complex software, very easy software. Okay, for all these, guys, we will be creating your account. We will be sharing all this material into some G drive, all this material about different softwares, all the course material, all the different sort of samples, sub samples, documents, PPTs. that will be provided to you guys. Once you enroll, these demos, everything will be provided to you. In addition to that, guys, we keep updating these PPTs as per the new concepts or something, any new document, anything that is supposed to be shared across. We will be creating your WhatsApp group and you will be always in touch. All the new features, new additions will be updated into the same drive and you will be instantly having the access for those particular documents. Okay. Talking about, guys, the preparation and learning material and what all the things that we have prepared, just to have a glimpse of the PPTs and the material that we are being using. This is, we are not going to discuss all this, but just to give you a glimpse that as part of the learning, what you will be getting, like this is one of the training that we are going to cover, one of the software. What is this software we are going to cover? What is the objective? Okay. Talking about the basic, what are the different sort of languages? This is the course material that we will be handing over to you to explain. Everything will be practical, but this will be useful for you guys to understand and revise and prepare for any sort of job interviews or anything. You will be easily able to refer these notes. Okay. For each and every tool, sub properties, techniques that we are going to learn, we will be having these sort of training materials that has been already going to be shared with you guys. Guys, once again, I have just seen few of the questions. I'm telling you once again that this particular course is not only for Fusion. It is going to be Fusion Technical plus OIC. We are covering Fusion Technical as well as OIC. Please allow me 10-15 minutes. We will be covering all that we are going to cover as part of this particular training. Okay. Guys, talking about few things are very important to learn about. Okay, that we are going to learn. In addition to that, guys, whatever the course, this particular course is all about, that we have kept this particular slide that we will be discussing what this particular course is all about. In detail, we will be covering that. Okay, guys, as part of our this particular training, we are going to learn all these blocks. If you forget about this explanation things and if you just select these particular things that we are going to learn. So guys, roughly we see that there are 89 items that we have selected. Maybe roughly 20-30 items are very small, or maybe just I have mentioned for explanation purpose, but roughly 50 to 60 items are there that we are going to learn. Each of these 50 to 60 items are nothing but some sort of technique, some sort of tools, some sort of sub tools, some sort of lookout that as a technical person that we are going to work upon. Talking about, guys, what is ERP application? Let's proceed one by one and then we will be looking into what this particular Fusion technical means. Okay, some of you might be already into ERP background, some might be knowing what is ERP applications, what are different sort of modules into the ERP application. So we will be covering all those things. Let's proceed now. Okay, so guys, let's understand what is ERP application. Let's break these three words. Guys, planning means that we are going to plan something. Okay, like how to execute certain task or any work that we are supposed to do, we should be planning for those things. Resource, guys, to do any work we might be requiring some sort of resources. So using those resources we will be planning to execute our work. And enterprise means, guys, instead of small things, we have a large scale thing. There is a complete enterprise. There is a bigger organization. So in a bigger organizations, in big organization, there may be certain sort of resources, and we need some sort of softwares that to manage those resources. We need to plan to manage these resources. That sort of softwares are called enterprise resource planning softwares. Okay. Hope that is clear that what are enterprise resource planning software. Okay. So guys, talking about these sort of softwares, what has happened? This is one of the software. So like suppose if I say that, okay, we need a mobile phone. So mobile phone can be provided by different companies. Samsung may be providing a mobile phone, or Apple might be providing a mobile phone. LG might be. Same way, guys, this is one of the software. This is nothing but one sort of concept. So there may be hundreds and thousands of companies that may be having that similar sort of softwares. Few of the major companies like Oracle is having some sort of software, SAP is having that software, Workday, PeopleSoft, ServiceNow, and there may be hundred of more companies that may be working and providing same sort of softwares. Okay, so guys, there may be different companies that may be providing this sort of software. In addition to that, there may be same company, that same company itself is having multiple versions or multiple different sort of tools that has been offered. So Oracle is one company. They have very renowned and useful and very actively and you can say very appreciated software, that is EBS. EBS is one of the enterprise software. But in addition to that, this is a initially on premises software, and now the latest software that is offered by Oracle, that is Fusion. Guys, 95% of the revenue of Oracle company is the, you can say, the owner of Oracle is, I guess, third or fourth richest person. Okay. And there may be people coming in and going out from that list, but this particular person is always there into the top 5 place for last 20-30 years. Okay. So guys, any software, any company, if we say that, okay, SAP is one company, it is having their software that they are using to create a enterprise resource planning. Internally, guys, SAP is also relying on to Oracle. Workday is also relying on to Oracle. If we talk about Amazon, Amazon is also relying on to Oracle. Facebook is also relying on to the Oracle. Oracle is the primary, you can say, pioneer or a sort of company that is going to manage the data for any sort of the data in the world. Oracle is the best company and everyone is internally using Oracle only. Okay, clear? So now guys, what we are going to learn, there may be several companies that may be having different softwares, and Oracle is also one company which is having different softwares. Out of that, we will be learning Fusion. Guys, Fusion is what? Fusion has been launched into 2011. Currently, we are into the version release R13, and currently we are into the release 25A. The current latest patch which has been offered by Oracle, that is 25A. Guys, how this 25A will come into picture? We are running into the year 2025. So 25 will come into 25 and A is we are into first quarter. So Jan, Feb, March, for these 3 months, Oracle may release some updates, that is 25A, then 25B will come, then 25C will come, and then 25D will come. Guys, this is the predefined calendar. Every year, new releases, new patches will be applied. How many patches per year? Minimum 4 patches Oracle is offering. Every quarter, new patches are coming. Every quarter, who's owning that patch? Oracle is owning that patch. Anybody who's from the EBS background, anybody who's from the on premises background, in case any upgrade is supposed to happen, what is happen? We have to shut down the things. We have to have our own admin. They have to manage the things for us. Now, since this is a cloud-based software, nothing, everything will be taken care by Oracle. 100% uptime. We does not need to wait for anything. Automatically, everything be handled by Oracle. Oracle will say that on 20th of Jan, I will be applying the patch. It will apply. We does not need to take care or do anything. Okay. Now, guys, if we understood that, okay, what is enterprise solution? There has been different companies, there has been different softwares, and the basic of this particular software we understood, and we said that, okay, these softwares are nothing but these are meant to manage the resources. Every software is meant to manage the resources. Talking about the resources, guys, we have only 3 type of resources. What are those 3 type of resources, guys? First set of resources, manpower. Any organization is having a manpower. People are the key resources of the organization, right? Like in people are the key resources. Second thing is material. Let's suppose we take an example of maybe Hero Honda is the company. So there may be some managers, engineers, these are manpower. We have to manage these employees. We have to hire them, we have to terminate them, we have to make them retire, we have to pay their salary, we have to manage their attendance, we have to give them leaves, we need to give them bonus. To manage the life cycle of an employee, the manpower to manage those resources, for that the software, the module we used to have, human capital management, that we used to call as HCM. Okay. In case, guys, Hero Honda is creating some sort of bikes, motorbikes or something. So those motorbikes are what? Those motorbikes, either to make those motorbikes, Hero Honda might be requiring some sort of raw material, maybe hundred of vendors through which Hero Honda is accepting or purchasing a raw material, and using those raw materials, they will be you can say cast the actual motorbike and come taking the raw material and coming up the finished good. So guys, that is finished good is also one of the raw material. So what is happen if you are company, if you are an organization and you need a raw material, suppose Triotech is a company, we want to use a laptop, so we will purchase a laptop from somebody. That is a some sort of inventory that we are going to create or some sort of material that we are purchasing. So if we are purchasing, guys, definitely we have to build something, right? So third sort of thing, the third sort of resource is money. Guys, in any organization, these are the three resources that we are going to use. Either we have the people or either we have the raw material or finished good. If the bike has been ready, what we are supposed to do? We have to sell that bike. Okay. If we are selling that bike, definitely we will be receiving some amount where we have to account that amount in account receivables, account payables, or we have to manage the cash, that is called cash flow management. We have to project management, these sort of things. So guys, three main resources are manpower, material, and money. And how we are going to handle and manage by these three modules. Okay. So guys, mainly Fusion as a tool is offering these three modules. And in these three modules, guys, we are going to have different sort of transactions, like talking about the person, talking about the manpower. What we can do, we can hire a new employee, we can promote an existing employee, we can transfer an employee from one location to another, we can terminate the employee can apply for the leave, we can give the salary to the employee, we can increase the salary of the employee can enroll into some learnings, okay, some trainings. uh, Employees with coming to an office and he's supposed to mark their attendance on daily basis. Based on the employee performance, we will evaluate the performance of the employee. Raw material, guys, we can buy the raw material, we will sell the raw material, or we will sell the finished product. We can bid for some raw material, that okay, we can opt, we can submit the RFP. We can create some sort of supplier, that okay, we need maybe glass, so we have 5 suppliers, we will be creating those suppliers into our software. Anytime that we are supposed to in look out for a glass, we will send a request to those particular supplier that we need this dimension 1,000 piece of glass. These suppliers will send us the quotation that okay, I will give you a glass at $100. Okay, someone will say $80, someone will say $30. So as a company, you create a supplier, they will send the bid, you will decide and you will opt and place the order for any of the supplier that you are interested in. Once you place the order, they will send you the material. Once they send the material, suppose the terms is once you receive the material in next 30 days, you are supposed to make the payment. So you as a company will ask the account department that okay, please account payable, please pay to this particular supplier. So guys, these three resources are going to work hand in hand in any of the enterprise software companies. Okay. So guys, talking about this Fusion technical course, is this Fusion technical course is for HCM or supply chain or for finance? Guys, this is going to teach and cover all the concepts of HCM, the softwares which are available for HCM that we are going to cover, the softwares which are available for supply chain, and the things that we are going to learn for finance. All these three things are being going to be covered. Guys, from Oracle side itself, for HCM side, we have more softwares, or you can say more techniques or more tools. Okay. So at some point of time, anybody who's more inclined toward the supply chain or financial background already, you may feel that, okay, this course is more of HCM. But no, guys, that is not from our intentionally. There has been more tools offered by Oracle, and we are intending to cover all the modules and all the tools and techniques, whether it is for HCM, supply chain, or finance. Okay. Moving ahead, guys, as we discuss, okay, that these are the different sort of product family. We used to call these as a product family. In these product families, guys, we have different modules. And in these different modules, guys, we are going to do some sort of transaction. We will be hiring an employee, terminating an employee. We will be sending the payment. We will be receiving a payment. We will be place an order, P2P cycle, O2C, order to cash cycle, procure to pay cycle. All these guys, the transactions which are going to happen into the software, that is the job of a functional consultant, guys. Function, okay, or what we are going to learn, that is a technical job, guys. The things which can be done by functional consultant, primarily those things has to be done by the functional consultant, but due to certain reasons they are seeking a support from technical person. They are asking us, they are calling us that please you do this work for me. Why, guys? Because technical person can bring more accuracy to the work, they can expedite the work, and they can do bulk work in once. Okay, bulk operations. Suppose, guys, suppose a person is supposed to promote an employee. There is an HR into the company. They are supposed to promote an employee. To promote an employee, they are supposed to navigate to 5 different screens, fill 20 fields, and then they need to click next and submit, and it takes 15 minutes for HR to complete that transaction. One employee, 5 employee, 10 employee, it is okay, they can do. Suppose there is a circular has came that everybody who has been working into TCS for last 10 years and not got the promotion in last 3 years, we have to immediately promote them with 2 grades. Okay, currently they are into 3 grades, but if they are following this criteria, we have to promote them to grade 5. 2 grade up we have to promote. So HR, if suppose TCS is a bigger organization having 4 lakh 5 lakh employee, if HR is supposed to do maybe 10,000 employee of such type, if HR is supposed to promote them, HR will take 15 days, 20 days, month, 1 month. Maybe there may be 100 of HR, they can do it in 3 days, but we want that to be done today because the circular has came from the board of director. So guys, what will happen? Functional people cannot do that activity. For that, there has been certain tools offered that we are going to learn to do those sort of activity to perform bulk operation. And if we are going to do bulk operation, what will happen? It will expedite the thing. The work which functional user is going to do in 10 days, we can do it in 1 day or 2 days. Okay. And definitely if functional user is going to do these things, navigating to 5 different screen, filling in the data for 20 fields manually, there may be chances that there could be some errors or something, but technical persons are going to do, they will do with less amount of time, better accuracy can be achieved. Okay. So guys, talking about what once you became a technical proficient person of Fusion technical or something, what will be your role into the organization, what you are going to work. Okay, so guys, there could be first thing understand what are the different type of projects into the organization. If you join any of the organization, guys, there could be an implementation project. Implementation project, guys, let's understand from a sort of concept like implementation. Suppose there is a construction work is going on, you have to construct the building. Okay, same way implementation means you have to implement the software, implement the uses of ERP software. Enhancement means, guys, you have to enhance the software. Means suppose the building is already there, 4 floors are there, and you are supposed to enhance it by one more floor. That is called enhancement. Upgrades, guys, suppose building is already there and you have to upgrade. There is no lift, there is no, the paint is bad, so you have to upgrade the look and feel of the software and all. Same way, guys, the company TCS or maybe Adani Group has already implemented, they have even implemented, they have even enhanced the software, but they want to upgrade. What is those upgrade, guys? As we discussed that, okay, Oracle is offering some sort of updates every quarter. Oracle is adding new feature, so those feature has to be applied into your company software. Who's going to apply? Oracle is pushing those software upgrades into your software, the software that you have purchased, but you as a company need to validate, test, use those updates, new features, right? So that is called upgrade project. Support project, guys, like there is a building you have to maintain. There is always a maintenance activity going on, denting, painting, coloring, all those sort of things. So guys, Adani Group has implemented and using this software to manage these resources, but some support is required. Why those support is required? Because suppose HR says that I'm trying to hire employee, it is not allowing me, it is erroring out. So what will happen? HR cannot stop the operation. They will reach out to the technical person to seek a support that, okay, this transaction is working till yesterday. Today it is not working. Why it is not working? Definitely there will be some reason The technical person will evaluate the reason, understand what is the root cause analysis, and fix that issue. That is called the support sort of project. And guys, then there is a data migration project. What has happened? Adani Group is there. Recently, Adani Group has acquired some company. They said that, okay, that particular company XYZ software to manage their employee data. Sorry, I don't want to use that software. Since I have acquired that company, I have already invested and purchased a software called Oracle Fusion. I want that data to be also available into my software only. That is a data migration project. Rollout projects, guys, same way what has happened. Suppose Adani is the company and they are using this software. They have implemented this software for their two locations. They are using this for US location and India location. Now they want to add a rollout. They said that, okay, the same way that we are using this software to manage the employees, to manage the supply chain and procurement, to manage the financial into India and US, we want to extend this software to be used into Germany and UK and France also. So that is called rollout projects. Once the thing is working for one location and similar sort of behavior, look and feel transactions you have to enable for different line of businesses and for different line of location. That is called rollout projects. So guys, in any of the circumstances, being as a technical consultant, functional consultant, you will be any of these projects where you have been hired. There, those companies might be having these sort of work, these sort of projects going on. Okay. And guys, what sort of roles that a consultant may be having? You may be either having a technical person, that you will be using some sort of tools to provide a technical support to a functional user, to a business user, or you are a functional user, or you are a mix of techno functional, like you know something technicality, you know something functionality. Okay, that technicality and functionality, how many you know 70% technical tools, 30% functionality, or you know 30% functional and 70% technical, or you know 90% technical and 10% functional. Guys, as part of this particular course training, roughly anybody who's a technical, by the course of action, by their practice, by their learning, you will be ending up by 90-30. Minimum you will be ending by 90-30. Okay. And guys, the people who are high much in demand, techno-functional people who are more aware of both the words. They know the technicality and they know the functionality. They doesn't know the full technicality, they doesn't know the full functionality, but they still can act as a bridge between technical people and functional people. They can act as a bridge. Okay. In addition to that, guys, even if you are as a technical consultant or functional consultant, what you can do, you could be an admin. Okay, admin has different, so this software is running and working, at what time it is working, it is opening, it is running fine, not running fine, what are the users who can log in, you need to reset the password for user, all those activity, administrative tasks. So every software having some sort of admin. So once you learn this particular tool and technique and training, over a period of experience, guys, you can be the administrator of the software. And the end user is nothing, guys. The end user is the HR, actual HR, who's going to use this application to log in and hire an employee. Actual HR who's supposed to log in into the application and approve the absence request submitted by the employee. These are called the end user. And the architect, guys, like I am working as an architect who knows in and out, who knows which transaction will work that which way, what will be the flow, what are the technicalities being involved, what are the functionalities being involved. And then based on that infrastructure, based on the facilities, based on the resources, we will show and design some sort of solution for the customer as per their requirement. That is the role of an architect. Okay. And guys, in a team, suppose you are into an implementation project or enhancement project or an upgrade project. In a team, these are the projects, these are the kind of role. But as a technical consultant, you are not always a coder. Okay. You may be a subject matter expert. You are at the senior level. You are not coding or loading the data or deleting the data or supporting with the things, but you will be just highlighting and giving the directions. You are a subject matter expert. You will be consulted for the complex things. You will be designing the solution, and there will be a set of junior technical consultant who will be involved into extracting the data or loading the data. There may be some architect who will be on top of SME or working in parallel with SME to design the structure, design the methodology, design the strategy, how the data extraction to be done, how the data loading is supposed to be done. There is an integration expert. You are a technical consultant or functional consultant, but you could be a project manager because you know how to use this tool. Manage the implementation project. You will be project manager, module lead, delivery manager, program manager. There may be, you may be the tester or end user or business analyst. So any one of the project is minimum required these sort of different roles. Okay. Hope that is clear. And guys, the kind of companies that you can look out for, guys, there are three kind of companies that are there that you can get a placement, that you will get into a job proposals. One is a product based company. Product based companies, Oracle itself is a company who has a product called Fusion. They might be requiring a skilled Fusion technical consultant or functional consultant because they themselves need the consultant so they can build or enhance or build new feature into this particular software. So one is Oracle, which is the cloud-based, product-based company. Or guys, there is a client. Oracle Fusion is a software and Lenskart is the company who has purchased this software to use and manage their resources. So guys, Lenskart as a company, they will also hire you. They will say that, okay, we have purchased this software of 5 million. We need your services. So instead of going to anyone else, we are directly willing to hire you. You should support us as when necessary, as and when required. We will require your services so they can hire you as an employee. Or guys, there is a service provider like EY, TCS, Accenture, Deloitte, HCL. These are the service provider companies. What will happen? Lenskart wants to implement the software. They purchase the software from Oracle, but they cannot implement the software at their own. They will go to EY and they will say that, okay, we have purchased this software. Please take the requirement from us and make this software work for us as per our requirement. Clear? So guys, if that is clear, then talking and adding to this, guys, what we are going to learn that as a major technical consultant, what are the major role that we will be working is either we will be working as a data extraction expert. Okay, we will be working as a data extraction engineer. We will be extracting bulk data from our software. This Fusion software is managing different sort of resources. Different sort of end users are creating hundreds and thousands of transactions into the software, right? So we have to extract that data, represent that data into some meaningful ways, some sort of representation reports and all. So as a technical consultant, we will be a data extraction engineer, or we will be data import user, data import engineer. That is different sort of transactions which this functional person is supposed to done, but he's not able to do. He's not able to fire 10,000 employee from front end. He has passed on the details to us and we will be writing some sort of a script to terminate 10,000 employees. That is called bulk data operations that we can perform. Guys, we can do some sort of customization. Like suppose I have given you this particular file. Okay, in this file, by naturally, this file is like this, but you want to customize or personalize this file that, okay, you want to show this as yellow. So this is called customization or personalization. So as per the client requirement, as per the business requirement, the technical consultant, there are certain tools that we are going to learn that will help us to learn about how to customize and change and manage the look and feel of the application. Guys, we are going to learn about the approvals. Like suppose you want to hire an employee. Okay, you want that, okay, if the salary of the employee is less than $5,000, okay, let it be hired. But in case the salary is greater than $5,000, it should need to be approved by HOD of the department. That is the flow that you need to design. So there are certain tools that we are going to learn as a technical consultant. We will be learning the approval management. Okay. And last in the list, guys, we are going to learn about OIC, that is to integrate the software. There is software 1 and software 2. These need to integrate, these need to talk. Like guys, why we need to talk? Like suppose TCS is one of the company and TCS is using Fusion as the software to manage their resources, to manage their employee data, to manage employee salary. Okay. And what has happened? TCS is allowing the employees bank account, open a bank account in HDFC Bank. We will credit your salary there, or ICICI Bank. Okay, that is also fine with us, or with SBI Bank. Or TCS says that, okay, with any of these three banks, you can use and we will credit the salary. TCS is using Fusion as a software. SDFC might be using SAP as a software. ICIC might be using Fusion only as a software. And this may be using maybe Workday as a software, or they may be using some Workday as a software to manage and make the payments for the employee's bank account. To send the salary to SDFC bank, what SDFC says that, okay, for any employee, if you want to send me the data, you have to send me the data in this format. You need to give me the employee number, comma, you need to give me the amount to be transferred, comma, you need to tell me the bank account number, comma, you need to tell this salary to be credit for which month, like like date, for which date you have to send this salary. This is the minimum requirement that I want. If you send me the data in this format, like suppose I give you the data in 101, amount is 10,000, bank account number is XX1028 something, and date is, suppose I said that, okay, the date should be 31st March 2025. So guys, if I'm sending this file, we have to ensure that, okay, there should be some automation. This file once received by SDFC Bank, SDFC Bank should be using SAP software. This software is different, this software is different. Okay, we might be sending the value, the date is being getting sent by 31st March 2025. But SAP software does not understand this, what is 31st March. Reason is, here we are sending the date in which format? We are sending it into DDMON YYYY format. But SDFC Bank, this SAP may accept the date into YYY MMDD format. This is the format that the SAP accept. So guys, that is, we have to integrate, we have to extract the data. There must be certain technologies, there may be some softwares that will help us to extract the data and represent the data into this format, and then send this data to SDFC Bank. Okay, and to transform the data is coming into this format, but while sending this file from here to here, it should change into the acceptable format. As the software is accepting the value, we will be sending the data in that format only. Okay, so guys, for that particular purpose, there has been multiple ways, multiple techniques that we are going to learn, but the most important, most jelly on the cake or most demanding software is OIC, that we used to call Oracle Integration Cloud. That will help us to integrate two or more applications. Integrate two or more applications. That's, to integrate two or more applications means that two applications can talk to each other. So guys, talk to each other means that they cannot tell, hey, hello, SDFC Bank, what you are doing. Talk to each other means they should be able to exchange the data. And the data that they are exchanging, that should be meaningful, that should be understandable. Okay, so guys, that is, we are going to learn as part of OIC different sort of techniques that is offered by OIC as a platform. That is altogether a different topic, that is, we are used to have a different training, but it is very important, and it will add on a added sort of career opportunities, as well your skills will be also utilized in terms, like there will be very much high in demand that somebody who knows Fusion as well as OIC. That is the reason we have structured this training in that particular way. Okay, talking about this particular course, guys, in detail, we have already highlighted and mentioned that, okay, we are going to discuss what are the prerequisites. We are advising that you should be knowing English language. We will be conducting the training into English. You will be having your own computer basic knowledge. You will be connecting through laptops. We are not recommended to join from tablets or mobile phones. Okay, good internet connection is required. Minimum 4 GB RAM laptop is good, more than enough, guys. Okay, guys, we are going to conduct a demo where we will be giving an overview what this course is all about, who is going to conduct the training, what you are going to get, and different aspects of this particular training. Okay, guys, then we will be starting with what are the fundamentals. Like everything and anything in this particular word is, guys, data. What is data? Anything that we are going to capture. Like here I put this parameter, here I put 1 2 3. What is this 1 2 3, guys? This is some data, but what is this 1 2 3? We don't know. Okay, but if I say, suppose I say 68, I don't know what is this 68, because this is data. Whether this is the 68 person number, whether this is the age, whether this is the marks of a student, we don't know. But if we say marks mark equals to 68, then this data has become information that you are having a something about this particular, that this 68 is a marks in which subject for which student we don't know, but yes, this is the marks. Okay, guys, then we will be learning about different sort of DML operations. Okay, different sort of tables, nomenclatures. Okay, we will be discussing and starting tomorrow with this particular topic, that is understanding the administrative work, how to log in into the application, who can log in into the application, what is user, okay, what is the username password, how to reset the username password, okay, what are the work of an administrator. This is not a work of a technical consultant, but as we are going to claim that, okay, after having this training completed, you should need to claim yourself minimum having 2 to 3 years of experience. So the more insight about the overall picture, the day-to-day work that we are going to do, this is important to have this particular knowledge. Okay, then guys, there has been some small sort of utilities as part of this particular software which is offering, like how to set the preferences. Like you log in into the application, you want that, okay, the date is appearing into the left hand side, you want to set the preferences that, okay, it should need to appear into the right hand side. You see that, okay, date is appearing with the time also, you don't want to see the time, or you want to see the time not into the 12-hour format, you want to see it into 24-hour format. Guys, that is the preferences that we are going to send. Similar way, there has been different tools that we are going to learn, okay, as part of this particular training. Then customization and personalization is also one of the key area that we are going to thoroughly explain and discuss. And to do the personalization and customization, there has been different tools offered by Oracle. We will be practically using and discussing all these tools. Okay, this tool is supposed to do one sort of work. This is supposed to do different sort of activity. This each tool has been designed for different activities. Okay, guys, somebody who's from the EBS background, they might try to correlate, but the less you try to correlate with EBS, it will be easy and pleasing for you to understand, because in background the things has been same. Definitely it is using the same sort of form personalization sort of techniques, but that is more of complex, that requires some sort of technicality. That is the reason Oracle has subdivided, keeping the base same, subdivide each of the activity into small tools. We will be learning all these tools. There is no technicality being involved into this. Then guys, transaction management, like once we are designing the transaction in EBS, we have a workflow management. This is a very complex tool, workflow management, but this has been simplified. No coding is required in this. Everything is drag and drop sort of functionality, and we will be customizing and designing different sort of approval management into the system. All that we will be seeing into this particular training. Okay, now guys, talking about the main part of this training, the main work as a technical consultant, the 90% of the work that we are going to do, that is either to build the report and extract the data, or we are supposed to load the data. So to build the report and to extract the data, we have different tools offered by Oracle. Okay, each of these tools might be having some merits, demerits, some advantages, some better facilities. Some are quick, some can handle major large volume of data, some are quick to build, some have some security advantages, some may be useful only for HCM business objects, some are global which can be utilized for HCM, supply chain, or financials, all sort of modules. So guys, we cannot control. Oracle is the tools. At present, these tools are available. We will be learning all these tools as part of this particular training. Okay. Once we learn this, guys, we have the integration. In integration, there is a subject area called Integration Cloud Services, ICS. How we are going to integrate different tools, different applications, that we will be learning all in detail, creating a integration from scratch to the complex sort of integration, calling a BIP report, getting the data from BIP report, putting into the FTP server, getting the data from FTP server, looping through the FTP server data, transforming the data and putting into some sort of databases. Guess that sort of complex applications we are going to learn and build as part of this particular integration training. Okay. If you have any questions related to the things, I have clearly specified what are the things which are not part of this particular curriculum. We are not covering these particular items as part of this particular curriculum. Okay. These are not part of Fusion technical training. Okay. These are altogether different analytical tools. This is a separate sort of technology that has been involved. And OIC, OCI is also not part of OIC or something. This is setting up the computer. Like if you go and assemble your computer, instead of assembling a computer through the UI, you are purchasing some sort of computer hard disk or some sort of OS from the internet. That is something called OCI. And OIC also have different sort of services called VBCS, B2B and PCS. That also require a different set of skill set that is not to be integrated, used with the Fusion as a technology. Whatever that can be used with Fusion, we are going to cover, that is ICS. Okay. Guys, in addition to that, as part of this particular training program, we, after each lecture, whenever and wherever is it possible, we will be providing you the assignments. Sometime I will be assigning ad hoc assignments, or majorly we will be sharing these particular sheet. I will be just letting you know that, okay, the concepts are related to assignment 2 and you will be practicing and using those sort of assignments. Okay. In addition to that, guys, there are certain things that we are going to learn. As we said that, okay, there has been different tools offered by Oracle to build the report, to extract the data. So it is very important that, okay, once you learn all these technology, what is the primary difference for these technology? Why different tools has been offered? Because we are not making you a developer, but a consultant. And as a consultant, you should need to have that analytical mindset to decide that, okay, which tool you are supposed to use, which you are not supposed to use, and why you are supposed to use, what sort of offering, what sort of solution that you can provide and suggest to your customer based on which sort of tool. So definitely there may be some advantages, disadvantages, limitations. So if you understand all these things, you will be able to suggest that, okay, for this requirement, the client should need to go with HCM extract, or the client should need to go with BIP report or OTBI. So at a high level, what are the key differences that we have kept like this as a comparative analysis sheet? Okay. Like the different sort of bulk data loading techniques, we have different sort of bulk data loading techniques. All those comparative analysis we have kept there. Okay. That's similar to this BIP report, and this we are keeping the assignments for OTBI, we are keeping the assignment for OIC. In addition to that, although I don't believe that sort of teaching methodology, but yes, over a period of time, we have received some sort of queries that, okay, please set and share the interview questions or something. So we will be sharing the interview questions also, guys. We have prepared a huge list of interview questions, okay, that will be already into this particular sort of environment, and we will be sharing all these interview questions and the slides and questionnaires for those sort of things also. Okay, for SQL, basic SQL, BIP, basic navigation related thing, BIP report related questions. Okay, and different sort of OTBI report related, OIC report related, SDL repeated. This may be the older file, but the latest file will be there, that will be placed, and you will be having huge sort of real-time questions also. Okay. In addition to that, guys, just a second. As part of this particular training program, guys, as we today what we have discussed, we are just covering the basic overview what this particular course is. This is our first demo where we have discussed what this particular course content, what we are going to offer, what you are going to get. Okay, we discuss what are the ERP cloud, what are the different sort of product families like human capital management, financial management, and supply chain management. We discuss what different type of projects are there into any of the companies, what sort of project they are operating and working upon. As the different sort of project, what are the different sort of consultants they are requiring, and what are technical consultant, functional consultant, what sort of work that as a technical consultant we will be working upon. Guys, as a technical consultant, we discuss the majority of the work that we are supposed to do, that is either to load the data or to extract the data. We discussed that, okay, we will be having a tools and techniques that we are going to learn about fusion, customization, and personalization. As part of this, we are learning about workflow, BPM approvals also. We will be discussing and working in details about the fusion application security, role access control, and all these concepts also. Okay. Guys, from tomorrow onwards, we will be starting with the actual course. We will be showing the application, how to navigate, how to log in, how to things, how to use different sort of utilities that has been offered by Oracle, that we will be discussing. Then the main primary tool, as we discussed that, okay, the major work that as a technical consultant that we are supposed to work is using these sort of things. 95% we are working as a technical consultant only this. And out of those 95%, again, guys, 80% we are working majorly onto the data extraction sort of work. And out of those data extraction, guys, whatever the different techniques which we are available, see, we have different tools offered for data extraction. Okay, these four technologies, out of these 90%, we will be always in day to day, any technical consultants majorly working into BIP report. Okay, so that is the reason we are starting introducing and learning and working onto the BIP report, talking about the BIP report, their components, what are the subcomponents, how to build different sort of data sets, using a report, creating a report through a wizard, auto generation method, different sort of manual methods that we are going to build the report. Okay. Then how to migrate the report, how to customize the report. Okay. All these things we will be discussing. Talking about, guys, to data extraction, there is a second technology which is very simple technology, no coding, just drag and drop. We will be learning this technology that is called OTBI. Guys, if you learn these two technologies, if you learn this technology once, whether you are working into supply chain module, you are working into financial module, or you are working into human capital module, these two tools will always going to help you, because these are the global tools. Okay. In addition to that, guys, then to load the data, to do bulk sort of data operation, we will be learning what is HDL, how to prepare the data file, different sort of examples to prepare the data file, loading the data, bulk data operations we will be learning. Then there is a child, very simple Excel based tool that is supposed to load the data. But guys, any tool anywhere in this course curriculum where you will see the word called HCM, these tools are only specific to HCM module. Okay. You cannot create an invoice using these tools. You can hire an employee, terminate an employee, add a phone number of employee. You cannot create an invoices. You cannot create a purchase order. Any work related to supply chain or finance cannot be done. To do those things, guys, we have these tools. Okay. We have these two particular tools which are related to do bulk data operations for supply chain and financial related modules. We are learning these sort of operations also and techniques. Then, guys, we will be learning about this workflow, how to define and customize the workflow. We will be learning how to customize the application look and feel. Okay. We will be learning about the basis, the fundamental basis of what are web services, what are XML, JSON, different tools that are available that we can use to test our different sort of web services. What are web services, type of web services, different sort of payloads, and the different sort of examples related to web services. All that we will be learning to make the base of your understanding to start with the OIC. And in last, what we are going to learn, we will be starting with HCM extract. That is also one of the technology offered by Oracle Fusion to extract the data. This is also being only specific for HCM module, guys. There has been more tools and utilities offered for HCM module, while there has been very specific tools has been offered for Fusion, financials, and supply chain. Reason is the single tool is sufficient for financial to handle all the scenarios, but the single tool might not be created and available from HCM. So since multiple single tool is not capable to perform all the operations, Oracle has offered different tools that we will get to know once we will be learning that which tool is required for which sort of work profile. Okay. And then, guys, we will be learning OIC, what is OIC, navigation, their administrative things, different sort of adapters, lookup, value sets, different sort of administrative work, how to create, how to update, delete, activate, deactivate, lookup, all these things we will be discussing. And then we will be start preparing our custom integration, starting with very basic hello world application, hello world, and then adding two numbers, different small sort of thing, different sort of actions, how to put the logos, how to send the email, for loop, while loop, variable, local variable, read write operation, FTP operation, okay, sort of operation that we are going to learn, then exception handling, and then calling these sort of web services that we have learned. We will be learning to call those web services into real-time integrations and complete our course curriculum in terms of to complete the OIC practical end-to-end bigger sort of integration. Okay. So guys, that is what we have as part of this particular offering. Okay, in case you have any questions and doubts, please feel free to ask me and I will be there to help you out and address your queries. Over to you guys. One by one, you can address your queries, guys.
Yeah,
Hi, Piyush.
thanks. 1 second, Rajesh. So before getting into the questions team, so we have a small announcement. So first of all, thank you so much for the session, Piyush. And thank you everyone for taking your time to attend this demo. So as Piyush mentioned, today we have a free demo class, and from tomorrow onwards, we are starting a regular sessions. And for the participants who enroll for the first day, we are giving this early bird offer price. So usually the course price is 25,000, but only for the first day enrollments, we are giving this early bird offer, that is 2,000 discount plus 2 months additional Fusion server access. Means the course price will be 22,999 with a 7 months Fusion server access and 2 months OIC server access. So team, from tomorrow onwards, regular sessions will be starting. So we request everyone to reach out to us on 8179563510 or by filling the Google form. Our support team will be reached out to you for the enrollment confirmations. So get yourself enrolled tomorrow. I mean, like before the tomorrow's class to get this early bird offer. After that, the course price will be 25,000. So from tomorrow onwards, regular sessions will be starting. And one more thing, for the enrolled participants, we'll be sharing a new meeting link, as well as we'll be sharing the Oracle instance access to practice the application. And also you will be added to the WhatsApp group to get the daily class updates. And you will be receiving the portal access to watch the videos. So we request everyone to complete the enrollment as soon as possible. And you can reach out to us on the number mentioned to get your doubts clarified regarding your experience modification or the career counseling and everything. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Over to you guys.
Hi, Piyush.
Yeah, hi.
Good evening. This is Rajesh. Are we covering this session VBCS also?
No, VBCS is not part of this particular curriculum.
Okay, in the market, OIC agent and VBCS both required in the market. I am checking in
So it is
the.
not particularly like that way. If
Mhm.
someone is asking that, okay, in any of the web portal or any of the job portal, if you see that OIC consultant, if they mention OIC, OIC means ICS. OIC contains three set of major services: ICS, VBCS, and PCS. Okay. If 90% of the companies are only interested into ICS, that is the integration of the data, integration of application. Guys, the software which companies are purchasing, that will be purchased into two modes. One is software as a service, that is called SaaS, and the other one is PaaS, platform as a service. Only the companies who's having a PaaS based license, they are only looking for VBCS, and there are only 3 to 5% of the entire revenue and sales by the Oracle. That is, the companies are having a PaaS based licenses. Okay. So VBCS is demanding, but that is very particularly, and they will be specifically directly asking that, okay, we need a VBCS consultant. If anyone is marketing and asking for OIC consultant, that means they are looking for the integration specialist only. Okay.
Okay, thank you. And one more thing, once completed this course, which all roles we can apply? It's HCM and financial also we can apply. Oracle financial and HCM also roles
As
we
I
can apply.
said, that this is a technical course. There is no bifurcation onto the technicality being involved, whether that you are a that all that you're discussing and asking, that is from the functional aspect, that you're a functional configuration expert of HCM or supply chain or finance. Okay. By end of the day, you are supposed to extract the data or insert the data. So if you're extracting the data, you know that, okay, there is a table, which table you are supposed to write and query, and you will be learning a tool. Okay. Suppose it's like, if you know how to ride a bicycle, you will ride a bicycle of Hero or Atlas, both you can ride, right? So we will be equipping and making you learn about the tools and technologies. And then based on the different table, there will be 10 lakh tables into HCM, 10 lakh tables into finance, 20 lakh into supply chain. So during the real course of action, your functional consultant or your architect or your project manager will assign the work. They will give you the requirement, you will understand, and then you will be starting. There is no such sort of discriminations. Okay.
Okay. For last question, no code, low code you said, right? If required the low code, what kind of technology we are using? Only SQL or else any other technology, Java, something else required for the low
Internally,
code?
yes, Oracle is using Java. Internally, Oracle is using VB script. Internally, Oracle is using JavaScript. Internally, Oracle is using what was that, VB macros also. But we are not supposed to see those code internally. We just need to write the code into SQL. Only in terms of BIP, we are majorly writing the code. Rest all the tools are like a drag and drop sort of functionality, and code will be written automatically. For majority of those particular applications, what code is being getting written and all, that has not been exposed. The things has been simplified very much, that you have to focus onto the real-time operation. You are supposed to focus onto the data, follow the instruction, follow the syntax, prepare the data into as particular that sort of format, and that rest everything will be taken care by Oracle. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Hope
Yeah,
that address
Piyush.
your queries. Okay.
Yeah, hi Piyush, this is Raghu. And SQL query in BAP report is using much, na? I think we have to be thorough in SQL query.
Thorough in the sense, like if you have a prior experience and you know a SQL, this will be very good. Okay. Otherwise, we are covering from fundamentals how to write the SQL query. If you have any experience into SQL query, guys, there are different sort of languages that we have in SQL. We cannot do insert statement, update statement, merge statement, delete statement, SQL, PLSQL, packages, procedures, functions. Nothing we can write. Only Fusions allows you to write and select a statement, getting the data. Okay. So select a statement is very simple. We will be making you learn select a statement. All the different scenarios of select a statement we are covering. But if you know, it is very good to have that.
But what I know is select statement and where statement also joins, especially joins statement
That is
we
what
have
I'm
to know.
saying.
Right?
Na? That is what I'm saying. All the scenarios, permutation, combinations related to select statement. See, in SQL, we have select statement, update statement, delete statement, insert statement, merge statement. We have packages, procedures, we have functions, we have parameters, we have exception handling. Nothing is working. Oracle does not allow to use anything. Oracle only allows to write select statement. All the combination of select statement, getting the data, getting all the data, getting specific columns, writing where clause, writing column from data from 2 tables, 10 tables, joining tables, subqueries, everything will be explained.
Usually it will be, I mean, nearly 10 to 15 class will be allocated to that, or just 1 or 2 classes for queries.
See, I will not be able to bifurcate the time related to the topic. This is not a SQL learning course. Okay. Whatever the things which are required, as I said, that okay, this technique is quite very advanced. We are not supposed to learn everything related to that. Okay. So it is whichever things which is required at that particular point of time for that particular tool that we are going to learn, we are going to cover that. Okay.
Okay, and one more thing, is there any AI models involved in this? I mean, if you're supposed to teach AI
Come again.
related, AI, artificial intelligence related, anything in technical point of view?
Artificial intelligence from the Fusion functional perspective, not from the IT technical perspective.
Okay, there is no AI involved in technical perspective,
No,
you're saying.
No, as of
Oh,
now, Oracle has not offered any technical tool related to AI.
okay. Yeah, thank you.
Hello. Hi, Piyush.
Yes, Super.
Good evening. Since if I'm working as a functional consultant on financial module, then what are the areas, the tools that we need to focus in a technical side? Is that BAP and OTBA is the major tools?
For a technical person, you will be working into from financial and supply chain perspective. Okay.
Just for financial, if I ask
That is
you.
what I'm saying. Financial and supply chain, if I'm saying, because these are combined tools. If you learn, you
Okay,
can use
for
in both
both.
the things. Okay.
Okay,
These are the
financial. Yes.
tools and these are the tools that are related to the finance. Okay.
Okay, BAP and OTBA is a report generation tool where we can extract the data from the
Yes.
system and
And
we
these
generate
these
report.
two are
These
the
are loading into
data
system.
loading tools.
Okay,
And
but
we
FBDA and ABDA, okay, these are
okay.
the sheets, right? Excel sheets. I mean,
Yes,
FBDA
these
is
are
just
very
an Excel
simple
sheet.
Excel sheet. We just need to
Uh,
follow the
but
instructions.
ADF,
Which you need to
ADFBD
set.
also it's an Excel sheet, but it is integrated to the instance, any of the
Yes,
instance.
we will be learning all these things, but yes, all these three are Excel based sort of tools. We are
Okay.
preparing the data from Excel.
Okay,
Okay.
but above two is the H, which starts with H. Those are belongs to HCM, right?
Yes, these
HDL.
belongs to HCM. Yes.
Okay, okay. What about the web service? What do you mean the web service? It's a very generic word,
We will
web
be learning.
service.
There has been different sort of web services. Like suppose you want to create a purchase order. Like suppose your company is having.
Through web service
Yes.
API, I think. Okay.
Yes, we will be calling the API to insert the data, update the data, or delete the data. So that is the reason we can even
Okay.
extract the data and we can insert the data. That is the reason we have kept it into both the places.
Okay.
Okay.
You mean to say that there is a feature that similar like FBDA, instead of Excel, I use the web service tool something to push
Yes.
or pull the data, or maybe
Yes.
create any
Yes.
data or any entry into the system.
Yes. But web,
Okay.
like suppose there are 2000 business operation. Okay. For all 2000 business operations, suppose Oracle has not provided the web services. Suppose it has provided only for 100. So out of those 100 business operations, like suppose there is a business operation called person. Okay. Oracle might have only given you the operation that you can either create the person or you can update the person. There is no web services provided to delete the person. If is no web services provided by Oracle, that's it. We cannot use that particular.
They
Okay.
have some limitation, right? Specific services only they can give
Yes.
it through
So
web
that
service.
is what you please be very clear. We are not going to learn creating a web services.
Yeah, we are
just-
going to leverage those which are
Yes.
available or
Yes. We are going to learn how
provided
to
by
use the existing
trigger
Oracle
that
offer web.
service. Yeah,
Yes.
using the web
And
service, maybe we
yes.
going to create data or maybe entry into the system
Yes.
using that specific URI. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And integration part, right? Which is a very interesting thing. ICS.
Yes.
ICS means so how are you going to do in a practical? Because integration is nothing but you need a multiple systems. It is not just
No,
only the
you does
fusion,
not need
right?
multiple system. You does not need
Mm-hmm.
multiple system. I'll tell you.
Mm-hmm.
See, suppose as we discussed that, okay, we are supposed to use TCS is the company and SDFC is the company. Okay. And
Okay.
this is using Fusion as an application. And this is using suppose SAP as the application. Data need to come from Fusion and go to the SAP. So in between how the data is coming, we know how the data can be extracted from Fusion through one technology called BIP. Okay. And in between we have something called, suppose let's say here we are having in between we have this layer called OIC called ICS. Okay. So as a technical consultant, we will be creating a report as per our requirement to get the data. In OIC, we will code or we will do something to call this report. This report will get us the data. Okay. And there has been agreement that, okay, there is some FTP server, suppose. This FTP server is common. Okay. It has some location maybe called /xx/outbound. Okay. So it has been agreed that, okay, Fusion as a software, TCS as a company, Fusion as a software can also access this particular location. And SDFC has already having an access to this location. So we does not need SDFC Bank and SAP. If we know how to extract the data and we know how to call this data through OIC and prepare the file and place that file into this server. Rest SDFC SAP has their own team. They have their own technology. That is their job, how they are supposed to come and call this service and read
But
the
this
file.
is not a pure integration, right? It's just we are
There are
extracting and
multiple,
placing
there
some
are
data
multiple
into
ways.
somewhere in the
There are
location.
multiple
It's just
ways.
integration means that this Fusion and SAP in the live
Subha,
transactions should
wait.
communicate.
Let me
Yeah.
explain. I'm coming, multiple ways are there. Okay.
Okay.
For everything will be covered, but there is no live, we don't have SAP server. Okay. So if you are expecting that, okay, Fusion is going to do,
That's what, yeah, maybe
for
for training
not going
purpose,
to be
maybe it is
practically
difficult to get a SAP,
Yes.
but at least some, let's say that, instead of SAP, if some other live system is
I
there.
don't have
which
any
can-
license other software.
Okay. Because in the
But-
real time, mostly it will happen, right? Somebody is using a Salesforce, that Fusion has to communicate to the Salesforce for the customer, other customer, or maybe
Sorry, we cannot
supplier.
practically demonstrate that. There are certain
But the
alternatives
features
that
are
will be-
there in the system, right? I mean, in the tool integration, as an integration service, Oracle is giving that facility to connect those systems.
Yes, that facility is there. That all we will be explaining. That is called
Yeah,
adapt.
at least, I can understand that practically here
Yes,
it may
that we will
not
be
possible,
discussing.
but the theoretical part that, okay, what are the features in the OAC? All the inbound or maybe SaaS applications or maybe on-premise systems, what all the systems it is capable to connect by OAC.
Yes, that we are going to cover.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. I'm done. Thank you so much.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Anyone have any questions, or we can wrap up the session?
Hi,
In
Piyush.
this,
Hello.
Yes.
Rahul here. Actually, I'm a pure technical person in Oracle Forms and Reports. Okay, I don't have any that much experience in Oracle apps. Okay, I'm actually working in a finance model. So, is it required that the base tables and interface tables, whatever the tables and some functionality in the finance model or SIM model, is it
You
required?
said that you are into Oracle Forms, right? That is a grandparent sort of technology. Nothing is required. You does not need to have that. Whatever
Okay.
that you know, that is will be as a skilled developer, you can easily understand the things. You will be fast, or you can be grabbing the things. Okay. But if you're
Okay.
having that curiosity that, okay, I am going to do this in Oracle Forms, how it is going to happen here, maybe that is not happening here, or that is not being
Okay.
exposed, but happening internally. We cannot show those things, right? And since you are
Alright.
a Oracle Forms, that is a VBCS sort of thing, designing a new form, creating those things. That is not
Yes.
there. We are more majorly focusing on to data related activities. Okay.
Data related. So in terms of data related activities, in the way that nowadays that Oracle apps it's migrating into Oracle Fusion. Okay. So is there any in this our syllabus is there any cover of migration activities of Oracle apps to because it will in experience we can show the experience of that.
There is nothing specific to migration from EBS to Fusion, but you are
Yes,
going to learn, suppose you are supposed to learn how to migrate a job. Okay, there has been 10,000 jobs which are there in some software, any software it may be. You know how to create the job into
yes.
Fusion through technicality. Then you have to build up that storyline that, okay, you are working into project, that project is having EBS, that is having jobs, that is getting migrated, and you are a part of a technical team. You have been assigned to load those particular jobs. How that job are coming, where that are coming, how you have done, that definitely you are going to learn as part of this particular training, as part of a storytelling and making you understand what will be the real-time work, how it is going to work, and all those sort of things. Okay.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, team, I think we can
Hello.
now.
Yes.
The last question I would like to ask. So in the FBDI, you have shown that the supplier and everything you're going to load. So everything like you're going to explain it, or practically you are going to load this into the file and export, and then collections. How it's going to be?
What do you mean by collections?
I mean loading the file and then run the collection, and then seeing like all the customer has been loaded, all the supplier has been loaded, everything on the UI screen. Are you going to show that, or just you're going to explain the FBDI process?
95 of the course curriculum is practical. I hope that answers your query.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, team,
And,
I think
have a
we
last-
can wind up this
Yes.
session. If you have any further queries, please reach out to us on the number provided so that we'll address. Okay, as it's getting too late, we'll wind up this.
Last two
Last-
questions, guys, in case you have.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
one thing, Piyush, sorry, ask this again. What about, can you just explain about the EA front-end customization? Does it, any tools are specific to that?
Subha,
The
that
page.
please go through with. I have already explained. Any others will be also getting a chance.
Mhm.
There has been multiple tools that has been offered, okay, for customization. That is already mentioned here. I have showcased and highlighted this. See, there has been multiple tools. All these tools have a different purpose to change the appearances, to change the structure. Different tools is for different purpose. We will be covering all these things. Okay. In very short, I'm answering because we are running out of time. It's being already delayed. Okay. But yes, this is being covered. There has been different tools and offerings offered by Oracle that we will be covering in detail.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay,
I
Piyush,
have a
how many days
question.
class and daily how many hours?
Guys, 1 hour daily. Monday to Saturday, 1 hour daily.
Saturday also is there?
Yes.
Okay, you will cover within 2 months, na, I think.
Yes.
Okay.
Almost 40-45 sessions.
Okay, team, let's catch up tomorrow. So we request everyone to please reach out to us and confirm the enrollment to get the early bird offer. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.